front chat open. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna go try to get after a couple of dinosaurs. We're not gonna talk too much about it. Hopefully we're just gonna show you what's gonna happen. The goal is to try and see if we can touch something a little bit bigger than the kayaks today, but we'll see what happens. Most nerve-wracking for some people can be getting on the kayak. Got my phone out here, gonna make sure my GoPro's lined up. Lost a bunch of footage Sunday from not making sure my camera angle was set up. I ended up videotaping the sky and missed out a bunch of stuff for you guys. All right, got the Hobie 180 pedal drive here. Drop it in, make sure we're locked, good to go. And let's check what we got going on. All right, looks like you guys might be getting a little bit of my feet today. It's just something you're gonna have to deal with. I wanted to put on a pair of Crocs, but I could not find them in time, but I think we're gonna get some decent footage right here. So all right, and we'll get our rudder down. We are good to pedal. Put the net down front, just keeps it out of the way, just in case we have to swing the rod around through. It's just ease of access that we got going on here for the kayak. If you got a small kayak, you need to make room for everything that you got, because there is not a lot of room on a kayak. You start watching this channel consistently, you're going to see something getting cracked open. It's a non-sponsored Mountain Dew. First one goes to King Neptune. The second to me. But we're going to be using these Berkeley Gulps, little white ones with a curly tail. Pairing that up with a Pen Pursuit 4000. We got a 1/4 ounce jig head here. It's a red eye. I do not remember the brand if you guys are curious, but it's just a simple red eye with a little tip to hold the plastic. So with this, I'm gonna put it up through the front, let it curl around, pull it through the center of the plastic, and then as far up as you can. Now this shaft is a little longer than what I need, but hopefully it'll still hit the same. We are out here. What time is it today? It is 5:36 p.m. This is one of the latest times I've ever fished out here in Mississippi on the Gulf Coast, out in the kayak, on an inshore fishing trip. Usually it's super early mornings. We're launching the kayak at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., getting out there on the points and tearing this thing down. So this is gonna be a new to all of us, new to me, new to you. as we get through here and try to put something in the yak. I know someone right now is talking about the tan lines on my feet. Leave me alone. I wear a lot of flip-flops. It's something I enjoy. I don't like closed-toed shoes and wearing all them socks and stuff. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Next time I'll make sure that I got some kind of footwear on so you guys aren't staring at my feet the whole time. I'm gonna clip out as much as I can. So last time I was here, they were doing some offshore dredging of the channel out here in Gulfport, and they had the big barriers with the barge lines. I'm gonna roll through some footage. Maybe I can find a little clip. Hey, sometimes you just gotta fish where the other people won't, you know? And then sometimes you fish where the other people won't and you find out why they won't. Because they're getting snagged. And that's what I'm talking about, that isn't there any longer. And we're talking about that was on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. So within the past 3 days, they got all that stuff back offshore somewhere. I do not know where it's at, but I do know that it was holding a lot of fish underneath it. There was a couple other kayakers that were out here and they were doing pretty well. They had a much better bait than what I was out here with on some full chartreuse curly tails that were just not hitting that day. Look at all that action in that curly tail. Can you guys see that? And action brings action. I say it almost every single time. Action brings action. Sometimes what it takes is just taking your bait, lofting it out there in the air a little bit, let it get that extra little splash, and then work it through. Work it through. Work it through. Felt him bouncing on it. It wasn't the flounder bite that we want. When you get that flounder bite, it's kind of like a sinking feel. You can feel like a load up happen on your rod tip, almost like you're getting snagged up, and you're either gonna set the snag or you're gonna set the rock. Right there, feels good. And we just set the rock. We set the rock. We knew it was gonna be one or the other. It was the rock. So the convenient thing about having a kayak out here, when you get snagged up on the rocks, unlike a boat, you can't get in too close. But on the kayak, you can come on up here, float up, work your jig, be back in action. So what I like about the Hobie Outback, and it's 180 drive, when I have the pedals completely scissored apart, the underneath of it's butterflied out where it's flat on the bottom of the kayak. So it lets you get really close up to these rocks. And if you get too close and you hit them, it'll actually fold up and do a little kickback. Oh man, I'm snagged again. I got so high hopes that I'm gonna be on some flounder right now. Just working this bank, working this bank, working this bank. There we go. There we go. And this is our first flounder on. We'll get a measurement of this guy real quick. I'm gonna open up the bail just so I have enough room in here. Look at that. Already came off the hook. All right, we got the fish grips on him. Got our catch board. We are gonna measure this guy out to the tip. Got his nose on there. And this guy is 13.5 to the end. He is a keeper. We're gonna take him home. He's gonna turn into a nice little sandwich for us. Here we go, just working this white Berkeley curly tail down the bank shoreline, waiting to feel that load up. Set it right to the rock. And just as he says it, Lord, put me on a rock. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, if you don't have a kayak, you need to go out, get you a kayak, get you a good buddy like Eat Up Outdoors, who's willing to come out after work on a Friday, sling some lead, and put some fish in the box.
Hey, I'm glad my guy said it's Friday. Today is definitely in the middle of the week.
There's actually a lot of bait fish right here. You won't be able to see it pick up in the camera, but they're right on top of the water, right at the front of the kayak right now. Real small guys, nothing crazy. something jumped out here. Now we are out here. This is the Pen Pursuit. It is a medium fast action. There we go. Oh man. Oh man. And he's back. He's back. He's back. He wanted it. What is it? We got us a nice old croaker. Yep. All right, easy catch and release on the croaker itself. We're gonna switch out the curly tail, as there is no curly tail. So the thing with these croakers, their mouths, the way that they can cut into some of these baits, they will steal your curly tail quick and the white trout. Both of them are bait thieves out here with their mouths. So I've definitely kept these on the hooks before where it just looks like a little white slug and they still hit it. So if you are low on bait, no need, keep it on there. These guys are still ridiculous, they'll still tear it up. But if you have the opportunity to change it out, go ahead and change it out. Keep that action going with this curly tail. There we go. And back with the croaker. Now I could keep this croaker because some live bait for a gar would be nice, but I am not seeing the gar blow up over here. There we go, we are on again. This is a little bit nicer of a fish. Today, nope, this is a speckled trout. Woo! All right, this guy's slimy. We're gonna go ahead. Got him on the fish grips. He already spit the hook. That is a nice speck. We'll throw him on the board real quick just so we can get a measurement. And then I'm going to let him free. Now this is just gonna be real rough of an estimate. He's sitting just over 16. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is a good size legal trout. We are gonna go ahead, get him back in the water. Oh, we on. We on. All right, second flounder. I actually thought I got caught up on a rock there for a second, but nope, it was just a little bit out here on the rock wall. I can see that there's some sand underneath me, so there's a pretty significant drop off. And where I suspected they were gonna be bedding, but for some reason I thought I just had them on a rock. Y'all see the mouth on a flounder? That thing looks like it would hurt. We are not gonna put our finger in his mouth. We are gonna bring him over here to the board. Slap him on here real quick. Tail, 14. He's a good flounder. You already know. He going in the bottom. Look at this. Look at this hermit crab. Look at this guy. Look at this hermit crab. He all curled in and everything. That is a pretty hermit crab. We'll go ahead and put him. Get our second flounder in there. And like I said, where there is one there is more. Y'all, that is a train behind me. There we go. And we got the third flounder on the boat, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and get the fish grips. Put it down on there. That is a good looking flounder. Put him on there. We'll call him 14. He's not exactly touching all the way through there. He's at like 14 and a half. I don't know if y'all can see it. There we go. There we go, another flounder. It's gonna be a flounder. That's gonna be number 4. Number 4 in the boat. Here we go. Here we go. Won't these gulps do it? Won't these gulps do it? Another beautiful southern flounder out here on the Gulf Coast. We're gonna get a measurement on this guy. He might be a little short. Go ahead, make it official on the nose. Y'all, he is 13 and a half. That's another sandwich.